Okay, so Jeff says, hold on a minute. I still got to get used to this platform, guys. Jeff Sass, what's up, Jeff? He says, 2 questions. What is the record for most F-bombs dropped by Marco in one rant? Well, apparently Ken has been counting. He says 87. That's funny.
Did you see the ROS Academy sales video, like, or webinar, the very, very first one? I bet it's like, it goes way higher.
Guys, listen, I don't do it purposely. It's just when I get excited, I get really animated, and it's like it just flows. And please excuse me, I don't mean to offend. Well, I have meant to offend people in the past. Let me change that. You guys in general, I don't intend to offend you, and if you are, please excuse me. Please understand that that's just my partners know that that's me, because they have to deal with me on a daily basis, right? So they know Marco. So you guys just please excuse me, and next time, if you come to one of my webinars or whatever, please put the kids away, and you might not want the wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever around while you're listening to me talk.
Yeah, I remember we had a mastermind webinar about 3 years ago, maybe 3.5 years ago, and Marco and I had we're a little loose with our lips as far as some of the things we were saying, and one of the members posted like, "I've got kids in the room," and it was so funny because immediately after that, I put a parental guidance suggested, explicit language, like image or whatever graphic on the bottom of the header image for the page that we were hosting the webinars on. And that point forward, we always kept it to be like, hey, this is keep your kids out. It's not safe for work type stuff. And that was really funny. I think it was Carolyn was her name. Anyways, so to carry on with real stuff here, guys, Jeff says, I know you mentioned this previously, but I couldn't find it. When reaching out to business owners in an effort to sell them the leads we are generating, what has been your more successful tactics for getting them to respond? This is primarily a cold email question. Jeff, that's a great question, and that's something we're going to be covering a lot in depth and actually going through real live tests and case studies and such for monetizing GMB assets. So we're going to be doing a lot of outreach stuff in the mastermind coming up over the next several weeks. In fact, that was supposed to be started this week. I'm a little bit delayed, but I'm going to be working on that a lot next week. I've got several assets that I need to start doing outreach for too. So, but to answer your question, what I found, and I spent a lot of time last year in 2018 doing prospecting and trying to do sales for traditional agency services. And I got really good at prospecting, getting the conversation started. As far as sales, I failed miserably. I think we spent like $18,000 between our salesperson and our VA staff, which was doing the, handling the cold email outreach and all that stuff. And I think we made like $6,000 in sales. It was ridiculous. But that in part is just because I think the local business market is so saturated with solicitation calls from marketing and advertising agencies. And so long story short, that's part of the reason we shifted back to the lead generation model, because it changes the dynamic entirely. And I know that's what you're asking about. So, but when it came to prospecting, I found the easiest thing to do are quick question type emails. There's a great book by the guy, the developer of quickmail.io. If you go to quickmail.io, it's a service that you can subscribe to it's like an email tracking service and all that. I personally like gmass.co better as an email marketing platform. But I started out with using quickmail.io, and there's a book by the developer. It's a real short book. You can get it on Amazon, Kindle, or I think you can get it in paperback too, but I got it on Kindle. It's a real short book. It's only like 30 some pages, I think. Really inexpensive. I think it might only be $1 or $2.99 or something like that. Go get it. Go find out go to quickmail.io and probably click through some of the links, and you'll find the guy's name, the developer's name, and then you can find the book on Amazon. And pick that book up, because I tested last year multiple types of cold email outreach methods for prospecting. And out of everything that I tested, and I tested David Sprague's stuff. David Sprague's got some really good tools, guys. There's no question. But he, as far as like his cold email his outreach programs and stuff, like I just had miserable success. And we gave it full on effort. I mean, for months, not just his program, but all different types of outreach methods. And what I found that produced the most success, especially dealing with contractors, was the quick question type emails. And that strategy is outlaid perfectly in that short little book by the developer of quickmail.io. His name is Jeremy something, I think. But anyways, just go pick it up, read through that book, and then start testing. And that's what I did, and it worked really, really, really well. And so that's where we're actually going to be testing in the mastermind. I'm going to be using a combination of the more mass email approach, which is what I was talking about with the quick question type emails, which all you're trying to do is solicit a response, a reply. That's it. No, you're not asking them to click through any links. You're not asking them to, you're not getting diarrhea of the mouth and dumping a whole bunch of information into an email. You just ask them a simple question that's kind of disguised as a lead for them. It's a little bit misleading, but not so, because you're going to present them with an opportunity. And so again, it's not unethical. Like I said, it's just a way to ask questions. For example, maybe if I got a tree service site or, assets that I need to monetize, I might contact, 10 or 15 different, when I was doing the mass prospect, I would contact, 50, 60 tree service contractors with these quick question type emails. Now I'm going to be doing a hybrid model that incorporates the video email process, which is, we have a training program that I developed that I've used for years, guys, to get results for prospecting and sales. And that's called the video lead gen system. And it's how to use video emails to get people's attention. It's a bit time consuming because you got to record videos that are personalized to each person you reach out to. I'm trying to templatize that now to where it's going to be a lot easier and more efficient, and have a team that does the video editing and all that kind of stuff, so that we can turn it into more of a process, like an assembly line, to where we can do 10 or 15 videos in a short period of time, and then targeted emails out. But I'm still going to be using those quick question type emails where I might say like, quick question, are you guys accepting, or are you guys providing estimates for tree removal right now? And when they reply, yes, that's the conversation starter. Okay, great. Would you mind if I sent you a video explaining what it is that I've got? Right. And then if they reply yes again, now they've given you permission to send them a video. And then you send them the damn video, which is a personalized video explaining what you got. And, hey, look, I got these leads coming in right now, right? And just, you don't show your assets, guys. You show call volume, or you show, the fact that you're generating leads. Show proof. Say, look, I really need somebody who can take these leads. If you're interested, let me know. I'll send a few of them to you for the next week, or I'll send you 5 leads or 10 leads or whatever your business model is good for. You say to them, I'll send you 5 leads for free, and then I'll follow up with you after that and find out if you like them, if they were good, genuine, valid leads that you'd like to continue that service. We can talk then. Stuff like that. It's just real simple little questions, guys. But the whole thing is, when I was testing all these I've tested all kinds of processes. And what I found was those quick questions where you don't drop a link in it. You don't ask them to click. You don't ask them to go to a landing page and fill out a survey or watch a video on your first email. None of that shit. You just ask them to reply. And that's a conversation starter. That starts the dialogue. Once the dialogue starts, then you ask permission to send them a link for them to click, which is just a video essentially. Right? You say, can I send you a video to explain what I've got? And if they say yes, now they're giving you permission. And then you send them the video link. And then they'll click on it and they'll watch the video. And then sometimes they will reply, sometimes they won't. But that's really the whole point. And again, video lead gen system was the course that we did on how to use video email. And then I'm going to be kind of mixing that with the more I'm trying to templatize that and make it to where it's a process, to where it's not so time consuming to do those emails, although they're very, very effective. Okay. So again, this is stuff that in the mastermind, guys, we're going to be covering over the next several weeks. Okay. That's a great question, Jeff. Does anybody else have anything you want to mention?
The book in a second.
I'm sorry?
I post a link to the book in a second. I already got it.
Okay, cool.